Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the TP-Link 24-port TL-SG3428. Like I said, it's a 24-port gigabit level 2 managed switch with 4 SFP slots, which you can probably read that. However, the cool part that I like is it's managed by Omada, and so that makes it integrate with all of my network equipment and all of my PoE stuff really simply. So here we go. Hey, welcome back. So here's what we're doing. My network is not typical. I live out in the middle of nowhere on 20 acres. I like being able to have signal everywhere I go. My phone carrier does not meet my need. So what I have to do is I have to supplement that with Wi-Fi. And that's on 20 acres because I need to be able to get calls and or whatever when I'm in the back corner working on stuff because I've got stuff all over my land. This leads to having kind of a chunky network. I've a lot of outdoor APs. I've got some outdoor cameras because I watch the wildlife around me, as well as for security. And then I want to make sure that I have good service in my house for whether I'm wired, I'm wireless. And then we have my friends. And when my friends come out, I mean, normally I've got 10 to 15 devices on my network between the computers because I work from home. I'm running 3, 4, 5 computers at a time. I've got a couple of phones that I've got going on. Sometimes they're on, sometimes they're off. We've got consoles. My partners have their devices. And so it's all kind of a mix-mosh of a lot of people needing on the network with perfect bandwidth all at the same time. And I have to do that securely because when I go from 10 to 100 devices or more on my home network, I don't want the guests being able to have access to what's on my servers and what's on my computers. So I've got to segment it out. There's a little bit of VLANing going on. There's some other stuff going on. I'm not going to show you any of that. That's for a network admin guy. That's not my specialty. What I'm doing is I'm going to show you how easy it is to manage your home network with Omada and how easy it is to add this switch. We'll say it again, TL-SG3428. We're going to add another switch in another location in another video because, like I said, I run PoE cameras, and to be able to do that, I need to pump out the right amount of PoE, the right amount of wattage to be able to run multiple cameras. And so I guess the first step will be kind of showing you and explaining how my network is set up. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch over to that. There we go. Let's see. We've got the internet. I come in through a fiber modem, and then it hits a firewall, goes into the first switch. We're not going to worry about network information. As you see, I'm running all gigabit from that first switch on. I've got a garage with access points. I've got clients attached to that. I've got the house. I've got an outside with more access points attached to it. It's all managed by this Omada controller, and that's what this particular software we're looking at is right now. I'm not going to go into all my configurations, but I think it's good enough to see what kind of topology I'm working with and kind of why I'm doing this. So what we're going to do is, and this is my office. I've got access points in my house. I've got multiple access points in the house, multiple access points outside, different quadrants of the property. I can pretty much stream from almost anywhere. I need to add 2 more access points. I keep a rule of I only go 250 foot before I put in I have outdoor switches that I use, and then another 250 foot is my limit, and I just make the cords 250 foot long. That way I know exactly how far I can go, and that's what I'm dealing with. And this helps me get as deep into the woods as I can to get it up high and make sure it runs on the ground so that when limbs fall, it's not coming through an aerial run and taking out all of my hard work, and now I have to go find out what happened and then figure out how to repair it. And then that's really not going to work with PoE because I'm going to have to work with an entire single strand, and it's just a nightmare when you're working out where you don't have electricity. So you use what you have. And what I have is PoE, and that's how I run my cameras and my access points. So, but it's all done through Omada, and it's a very simple adoption process. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch over, plug this in, and show you what I'm unplugging. Take a look at some of the other configuration that needs to be reworked, because a lot of this is just going to be replugging network cables. After that, it'll be a matter of splitting it off so that everything runs correctly, and then we'll look at it on the Omada control and look at it through the topography and see what it looks like. Before we rip everything apart, let's go ahead and do the actual unboxing before we go over and we take the network apart and put it into the system. So let's go ahead and take a look. What we've got is Amazon doesn't ship these covered in any way. They just send them out sometimes. It's a little disturbing. So we have our 24 ports. So we have the switch, we have our power cords, and I'm pretty sure it will be. We've got some mounting brackets. I'm not going to be using those. And an installation guide. I'm probably not going to be using that either. And that is a very nice box that we're going to put over there and go back to later when we're not on camera. So we have a USB control that we can hook in and control it that way. We have a spot for a console hook in for a KVM. Our 24 ports. This is not PoE. It is intentionally not PoE. The back is just power and the Kensington lock. And that's it. It's all very straightforward. We've got our indicators so we know what's working, how fast it's going, and that pretty much covers everything. That being said, let's go ahead and take this TL-SG3428 and put it inside of all of my configuration. So we'll be right back. I have to say that I was soundly defeated by sound, yeah. The first time I did the setup, I lost all my sound, my mic went away. Everything, all the PoE stuff goes in from the firewall, and then from that into the 24 port. Also coming out of the PoE is the controller, the C200, which I think I have to redo that video as well because of sound, so we'll see. But this is how it's set up. It's all working really nice. The ports that are supposed to be ports are porting, and the other ports that want to port are porting, and I have other ports that I can fill now. So yeah, I'm excited, and this is what we're looking like right now. And next we'll take a look at the Omada side. So, after a lot of patience, and some mistakes on my end, all having to do with video production, nothing to do with installing the TP-Link. This thing is seamless. I've been able to unadopt it and readopt it multiple times, and I'm about to show you how to do it again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to bring me on down to the bottom. There we go. We've got sound. All right, I had to make sure we had sound this time. So if you look here, we show that we have the device name that goes by the MAC address. The IP address is blocked out and hidden for you. The status is pending. The version is 2.01. There's an ability to check for updates for everything, and I will shortly. And then there's the adopt feature. So now we're going to adopt it. and it goes to provisioning. We'll go ahead and refresh because it sometimes is finicky and doesn't update quick enough. Oh, look at that, it's connected. So let's go in here. We're going to change a little bit of the configuration. We're going to change the name. It's simple to replace the name. We're going to hit apply. We've got our settings applied successfully. We're going to come down here. We can leave it on fallback IP address. We can leave it at DHCP. I'm going to change it, and I'll block this out for you. Yeah, I always do that. I'll change it for us. Oh wait, no. Scroll down, hit apply. Settings applied successfully. The name is there. I'm gonna update the page. Still configuring. We'll be back after I get this to update. And now it's connected. Everything's lined up. We're going to do check for updates. It's a little animated, so it tells you when it's working on it. Checking. And everything's the most current. It's all set, ready to go, and was fast, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, easily adopted. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with more stuff soon. Have a great day, and peace. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share, and keep coming back to watch. I hope you enjoy watching my challenges as much as I enjoy being challenged. Have a wonderful day and enjoy yourself. Peace.